Something is happening in Cupertino. Behind the closed doors, past the gleaming glass walls of Apple Park, a secret is being kept. It's a secret that's been hiding in plain sight in a one-product category Apple seems to have forgotten. Or have they? What if I told you that Apple's most underrated device, the little black box sitting under your television, is about to become the single most important product in their entire ecosystem? You're thinking of the Apple TV 4K. That streaming box. The one that's fine. It's fast. It's reliable. It's expensive. For years, we've watched it get minor chip bumps, a new remote, and that's about it. We've asked ourselves, why does this cost $200 when Fire Stick is $50? And that's the exact question Apple wants you to be asking. They've been letting the competition get comfortable. They've let Roku, Amazon, and Google think they have the living room figured out. But they've been waiting, biding their time. And now, the whispers are getting louder. The leaks are starting to form a pattern. The supply chain rumors are pointing to one undeniable conclusion. The Apple TV 2025 is coming. And it's not an update. It's a revolution. This isn't just about watching Netflix in 4K anymore. This is about gaming. This is about the smart home. This is about an ambient computing future we've only seen in science fiction. This is the final piece of a puzzle Apple has been building for a decade. And in this video, we're going to expose every single secret we've found. We're digging deep into the patents, the supply chain leaks, and the insider reports to paint a picture of a device that will fundamentally change your living room forever. So grab your remote, settle in, because what Apple is planning is a complete takeover. And you're going to want to hear this. Let's start with the most obvious question. Why now? The current Apple TV 4K, the one with the A15 Bionic chip, is already the most powerful streaming box on the market. It's faster than any competitor. It has the best interface. What problem is Apple trying to solve? The problem is ambition. The current Apple TV is a Ferrari stuck in city traffic. That A15 chip is capable of so much more than just streaming Ted Lasso. Apple knows this. They put a high-performance processor in that box for a reason, but they've never truly unlocked its potential. At the same time, the competition has specialized. If you're a serious gamer, you buy an NVIDIA Shield Pro with its powerful AI upscaling and robust game streaming support. If you're on a budget, you buy a Roku or a Fire Stick. The Apple TV has been stuck in the middle. Too expensive for casual users, not powerful or open enough for high-end enthusiasts. It's a product without a clear identity. The 2025 model changes that. Let's talk about power. Forget the A15. Forget the A16. The rumors we're seeing aren't just pointing to an update. They're pointing to a monster. We are hearing persistent chatter about two possibilities. The first, and most likely, is the Apple isn't trying to sell you a new console. They're telling you that the console you've always wanted is already part of the ecosystem you're already in. The new Apple TV 2025 won't just support games. It will be built for them. We're expecting to see a dedicated, first-party Apple gaming controller ship alongside it. Not that flimsy Siri remote. A real, pro-level controller with haptics, adaptive triggers, and the build quality Apple is famous for. They're finally taking gaming seriously. And for the hundreds of millions of people with Apple accounts, the friction to buy a game on the Apple TV store will be zero. No new accounts. No new credit cards. Just click and play. This alone would be a massive update. But it's not even half of the story. The second pillar of the 2025 model is something far more subtle and far more revolutionary. It's the brain of your home. For years, Apple's smart home platform, HomeKit, has felt like a hobby. It's reliable, it's secure, but it's fragmented. You need a HomePod or an Apple TV to act as a home hub. It's been a passive experience. The Apple TV 2025 becomes an active participant. The persistent rumor, the one that changes everything, is the inclusion of a camera. Yes, a camera, built directly into the Apple TV. Your first thought is FaceTime. And yes, absolutely. Imagine taking a FaceTime call from your couch, seeing your family on your 70-inch screen. Imagine SharePlay, where you're watching the big game with your friends and their live video feeds are right there on the screen with you. It's a feature we've wanted for years. But Apple doesn't think that small. Why does Apple Fitness Plus require you to prop up your iPhone or use your Apple Watch? Because the system needs to see you. With a camera built into the Apple TV, Fitness Plus becomes infinitely more powerful. It can watch your form. It can give you real-time feedback. It can count your reps. But let's go deeper. This camera isn't just for video calls. It's a sensor. It's an eye for the home. Imagine gesture controls. You're watching a movie. You don't need the remote. You just swipe your hand in the air, pause. You turn a virtual dial to adjust the volume. The Apple TV sees you. It understands you. Now, combine this camera with the new A-series chip and its powerful neural engine. The Apple TV becomes an ambient computer. It knows who is in the room. You walk in and sit on the couch. The Apple TV recognizes you, not your spouse, and switches to your profile. It shows your up next cue. It surfaces your preferred apps. You walk into the living room, and the HomeKit automations are no longer just based on time of day. They're based on presence. The lights you like fade up. The playlist you love starts playing. Your smart blinds open. This is the true promise of the smart home. Not just remote control, but intelligence. An environment that adapts to you personally. And the Apple TV 2025 is the central nervous system that makes it all possible. And, of course, there's security. This is Apple. We're expecting a physical privacy shutter for the camera, and all processing will be done on device. That neural engine isn't just for gaming. It's for running complex computer vision models inside your home, not in the cloud. Your privacy remains yours. So now we have a console killer and a revolutionary smart home brain, all in one box. What else? Let's talk about the experience. Apple knows that tvOS, the operating system, is getting a little stale. It's clean, but it's just a grid of icons. With a camera and a super-powered chip, the entire interface is rumored to be getting an overhaul. We're expecting something more dynamic, more personal. An interface that blends live TV, streaming apps, games, and your HomeKit devices into one seamless dashboard. Imagine a picture-in-picture, not just for another show, but for your front door. Your doorbell rings, and a video feed immediately appears in the corner of your screen, no matter what you're watching. You can tap to talk, or unlock the door, all with your Siri remote. Ah yes, the remote. The new Siri remote with a huge step up. USB-C, the click wheel, but still missing one thing. How many times have you lost that slim little piece of metal in your couch cushions? The 2025 model is expected to finally fix this. The new Siri remote will have a U2 Ultra wideband chip. The same chip in an AirTag. You'll be able to use the Find My app on your iPhone, and it will guide you, inch by inch, to exactly where your remote is hiding. Your remote is 3 feet to your left under the cushion. It's a small change. It sounds trivial, but it's one of those classic Apple quality of life improvements that makes you wonder how you ever lived without it. And there's more. We're hearing whispers of a new, lower latency audio protocol. This would allow you to finally connect 2, 3, or even 4 pairs of AirPods to a single Apple TV. True, seamless social audio. Watch a late-night movie with your entire family, all on high-quality spatial audio, without waking up the kids. This is the level of detail we're talking about. Apple isn't just upgrading the processor. They are re-examining every single interaction you have with your television. But there's one more piece to this puzzle. The most important piece. The one that connects everything. The Apple Vision Pro. Right now, the Vision Pro is an incredible, self-contained spatial computer. But it's a first-generation product. It's tethered by a battery. It's expensive. The Apple TV 2025 is its perfect companion. The new Apple TV will be the base station for spatial computing in the home. Imagine this. You're streaming a 4K movie on your Apple TV. You put on your Vision Pro. The movie seamlessly leaves the physical television screen and becomes a 100-foot wide private cinema, floating in your living room. The Apple TV isn't just streaming the file. It's the hub that orchestrates this handoff. Or think about spatial video. You've recorded these beautiful 3D memories on your iPhone. What do you show them to your family? Huddled around an iPhone? No. You smart home hub that anticipates your needs instead of just reacting to them. It's the missing link that ties the iPhone the Apple Watch, and the Vision Pro together into a single, seamless, ambient computing experience. Apple isn't just upgrading a product. They are redefining a category. They're creating a device so powerful, so integrated, and so essential to their ecosystem that in 5 years, we won't be able to imagine our homes without it. The whispers from Cupertino are no longer just whispers. They're the sound of a sleeping giant waking up. The Apple TV 2025 is coming. And it's not just going to change how you watch TV. It's going to change everything.